What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Shoe. I am your host, Dominic Smith, and today we have one of the best receivers in the class of 2024. And when it's all said and done, he might be ranked as the best. He is none other than Mr. Earl Culp. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
What's good?
Appreciate you joining in on the show. It's late July. I know you guys are gearing up down there in South Florida at St. Thomas for another state championship run and to try to do big things. And so I won't keep you too long, but I always start off my interviews with the recruits asking this one question, and I'm very curious about this. If you had to pick a superhero to describe who you are on the field, it could be past, present, comic, Marvel, whatever. Who you going? Who you going with?
I would say the Flash.
Really? Why the Flash?
On the field, I feel like I always play fast.
Yeah, I can dig that, especially if you watch a film and definitely you can see that that's the case. So let's just jump right into it, man. You are a very, very talented prospect going to arguably St. Thomas Aquinas, one of the best teams, if not the best team in high school football. What are some of the things you've been doing this summer to elevate your game to make sure that you're ready on Friday nights in the fall?
First, I'm gonna start by me and my positional group, which I've been working with DBs this summer. We train. We usually get together as a group. We do drills like before and after practice, mostly after practice. Usually a couple of guys. We do some drills after, before. It just depends on what the day is. Like some days, it depends on if we do skill. Sometimes we might do some drills. Other than that, outside, I work with a few guys. I work with my trainer from Clearwater, Brian Tisdale. Sometimes when I'm up here,
Definitely. What do you think that you bring to that potent offense at St. Thomas Aquinas? What does adding you to the fold, or just the team in general, what does adding you to the fold do to their offense against? And you guys are going to be facing the best of the best. What is your addition to the team? How does it bolster the greatness that's already there?
I feel like we have a lot of weapons already. I don't want to say too much about myself, but yeah, we got a lot of weapons. I feel like one is just gonna help others. It's gonna help the others out, and it's gonna help open up a lot of things.
So you're originally, we were talking about this before the show, you're originally from Canton, Ohio. And
Yes.
how have you adjusted to the heat and humidity down here in Florida, especially in especially South Florida, but just pretty much as bad in all of Florida?
I've been down here for a while, and I think like running track and stuff like that, it really helped.
Definitely running track in the spring. What are some of your times?
I didn't run last year, but like I would say it was 11:4. That was like 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. That's actually really good for a young person. That's actually really fast. So let's hop outside of football for a second. I want you to tell the world in your own words, who is Earl Culp? What makes you unique? Who are you off the field? In your own words, tell the people who you are.
Some things to know about me. I feel I'm a great leader. I work hard. I'm gonna help my teammates get better.
What are some of the things as far as your leadership like makes you well, I butchered that question. That's my bad. But what are some of the qualities that make you a good leader? Because you seem just from our conversation that it's not about you. You're about the good of the team and helping everyone else succeed.
I see something. I'm gonna help them. Like they doing something wrong, just correct them. Cause if they see me doing something wrong, they're gonna help me out.
So outside of the field, what are some of your interests? Are you into video games at all?
I don't really have a lot of time to play video games, but I do. I don't really. I stay away from it, but I do sometimes, occasionally.
What do you do for fun? Are you just in general?
Most of the time, I usually play, like go outside, some train with my family or something like that.
So since you don't play video games often, but when you do, what do you usually play?
Man, 2K, Call of Duty,
So
games like that.
how are you in Madden and 2K?
I would say I'm pretty good for myself.
Okay. Who are the teams that you whoop people with or that you can whoop people with on both games?
I play with Detroit and Madden. I don't have an NBA team. I just play with LeBron. So whatever
Okay.
team he's on, I basically play with.
Okay. Well, that's the right answer that you play with LeBron. But Detroit, a lot of people have come on here and they've given different answers. I've never heard Detroit. What's unique about the Lions?
I don't know. I just grew up. That's my favorite NFL team. I just grew up and my favorite player is Calvin Johnson.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, I can definitely listen. Your game, I think you may be a little faster now as you are than Calvin Johnson was probably when he was playing, around this time. So, okay, I could definitely see that. One thing that's interesting, NCAA in a couple years, you'll definitely be on the game, but they're going to be coming out with NCAA. They're renewing that series of games pretty soon, and you're going to be on that game. Like you're going to be on a game where millions of people are going to watch it. They're going to get a chance to play, with you on whatever team that you choose. Essentially, you could win the Heisman. You can go road to glory route, and that could connect to the NFL and to Madden. But have you thought that you're going to be on one of the biggest games, especially when it first comes out? The first couple of years, I can't see how it won't be one of the biggest games as far as selling records of how many games were bought of all time. But have you thought about that you're going to be a part of that greatness?
I haven't really thought about that, but yeah, that's when it comes out, it's gonna be a big game. Like everybody want to get their hands on it.
Yeah, man, and you can even be on the cover of it. That's why I say and win the Heisman and everything like that. um how has early on just everything going on with NIL, has that been something that you've thought about, and how have you kind of, if it has been, how have you not let it be a distraction for you on what you want to do?
I haven't really paid attention to that.
Definitely, and naturally, high schoolers, they are paying attention to it because there are, getting offers and everything, and talking with companies, and so it's always an interesting question to ask. But let's kind of go back to football. What is I say this? How is St. Thomas Aquinas going to be this year? Can you give me the inside scoop of how you guys are looking? How are you guys going to be?
Right now we're looking great. We just got to put everything together. When it gets put together, I feel like we'll be number one team in the nation.
And so, when's the first game for you guys?
Right now, August 28th against St. Francis.
Oh, up Maryland.
Yes.
Okay, definitely one of the top teams, if not the top team in Maryland. What are you most excited about this season?
I'm just excited to get to show my talents, not just my talents, get to play with some of the best players, not in the state of Florida, just all over.
Yeah, most definitely. So we're going to switch gears one more time, then we're going to wrap this up. So I want to ask a couple questions. So and I asked other recruits this as well, what's the best flavor Gatorade?
I would probably have to say light blue.
That's actually a first on this show. Everybody says Glacier Cherry or Cool Blue, so okay, I can dig light blue. What is your go-to meal? If there was a food or a meal that you could not live without, what is it?
Ribs.
What kind of ribs? Like, is there any like spare ribs, baby back ribs, the St. Louis style?
Baby back ribs.
Okay, I love that answer because that's my favorite. What is something that you couldn't live without?
I would probably have to go with my family.
And then I would say this is my last question for you. How has your family kind of impacted you and helped you on this journey so far?
I would say they have a lot to do with what I have going on, like especially my mom and dad. Like they got me, they prepared me, and my siblings too. Like competition, they just keep me getting me better.
And I said this was the last question, but I lied. Just got one more. So you're early on in the process. Obviously, your class of 2024, but I know you've been a couple places this summer. But you've also so far you have an impressive offer sheet. What's the recruiting process been like for you early on?
I feel like it's going all right now. Not too much.
Are you able to kind of manage it to where it's not stressful? Obviously, it's just starting, but how excited has it been to get these offers?
It's been exciting, but you can't worry about that. You got to keep getting better, working hard.
Well, listen, man, August 28th, St. Francis, that's at Aquinas, correct?
Yes.
At Aquinas. I'm sure that game's going to be on ESPN and it's going to be on the networks for people to see. But man, I do appreciate you joining the show. If you're interested in sponsoring the show, hit me up at DominicsMith77 at gmail.com and we'll catch you next time.